the gun. They'll try the middle. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Alabama quickly back to the line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking for the end zone. And that pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go right back to him. Shakes off the defender. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking downfield, it's Leonard. Gets it out quickly. Still running at the 40. All kinds of running room. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll leave it with him. Oh, what a move. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 7, Alabama 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give is to Miller. At the 35, he's got room. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball creating some holes for that running back to get through, make the big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Quarterback checking the play. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The sweet feet buy a little time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. A 3rd and long coming up here. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Coming after him. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pressure coming. The throw. Caught over the middle. It's locked. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they stop the 4th down pass. The defense gets off the field.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Going over the top. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Bama! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. On to attempt to try. Right down the boulevard. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Tie game, and what about this call? Going for an onside kick here in the 1st half. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
They were only in the 1st half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Makes his connection. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Finds his man, and they convert. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Buys a little time with his feet. Finds space on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On second down, looking to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Go to the end zone. It's picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Notre Dame 14, Alabama 7.
I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having to lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's not afraid to go deep. Reels it in down the left side. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The offense set for a first down play. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the run, it's Love. Runs through the tackle. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Quick step and go. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step, and if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Leonard. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That falls incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And that pass, not surprisingly, is incomplete. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the 3. First down for this offense. With jet sweep pass. And he's almost to that first down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And a lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal-to-go situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the first down. Great job by the offensive line, creating some space and getting the first down.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. Still on his feet at the 45. He's off to the races. He's at the 10. Touchdown tie. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Here come the Irish, back on offense. He'll start this drive firing. He'll throw one to his right. And the pass hits, picked off.